In the beginning, Gaia, the earth, grew out of a dark space named chaos. Gaia gave birth to Uranus, the sky. Uranus rained down on young Gaia, and plants, animals, and rivers appeared. Gaia became Mother Earth, mother of all living things, and mother of the first gods. Wow, what a cool beginning. So far, we know that Gaia is Mother Earth, and she gave birth to Uranus, the sky. Gaia and Uranus had many children. Their firstborn were the 12 giant titans, 6 girls and 6 boys. Later, more children were born. 3 were the mighty Cyclops, strong, one-eyed giants. 3 were the hectatonchiers, monsters, each with 100 arms and 50 heads. Uranus hated the Cyclops and the hectatonchiers because they were ugly. He threw them into Tartarus, the deepest pit in the underworld. Gaia was furious. She urged the Titans to overthrow their father and rescue their brothers. Only the youngest, Cronus, was brave enough. Uranus and Gaia have a lot of kids. I can't believe that Uranus threw some of the kids into a deep pit, though. I understand why Gaia was so mad. All right, let's keep reading. He attacked Uranus with a sickle and banished him from the earth. Cronus replaced his father as Lord of the universe, but he was cruel and did not free his brothers from Tartarus. Cronus married his sister Rhea, and they had many children. But Cronus was afraid that one of them might overthrow him, just as he had overthrown his father. So as each child was born, he swallowed it. Rhea was horrified. When the youngest was born, she tricked Cronus. She hid the baby Zeus in a distant cave so Cronus would not find him. Rhea then gave Cronus a stone wrapped in a blanket. He swallowed that instead, blanket and all. Hidden away, Zeus was raised by gentle woodland nymphs and a nymph goat named Amalthea, who fed him honeyed milk. When the baby cried, the Curetes, Zeus's guards, clashed their weapons to hide the sounds. It seems like Cronus seems to really like to be in charge, but I'm so happy that Rhea thought to save Zeus from him by having the woodland nymphs and nymph goats raise him. Now, I wasn't quite sure what a woodland nymph or a nymph goat was, but the text called them gentle, and it says that they fed baby Zeus. And they look very nice and kind in the pictures. So I'm going to guess that these are kind creatures that care for others. Zeus grew into the strongest of all the gods and married Metis, a Titan's daughter. Rhea was still angry with her husband and wanted Zeus to depose him, but Metis, the goddess of prudence, was wise. She said Zeus needed help, for Cronus had the Titans on his side. Rhea found a way. With her help, Metis gave Cronus a drink she promised would make him undefeatable. Instead, it made Cronus throw up the stone and his unharmed children, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. They were reunited, and gratefully they joined their brother. Zeus freed their uncles from Tartarus, and together they prepared to fight the Titans. The Cyclops, who were great builders and smiths, made the weapons. They armed Zeus with a thunderbolt that shook the universe. They made Poseidon a trident that could split the seas. They gave Hades a helmet of darkness that made him invisible to his enemies. For 10 years, war raged between the old gods and the new gods. At last, Cronus and the Titans were defeated and thrown into Tartarus to be guarded forever by their 100 armed brothers. Mother Earth was finally at peace. Rule of the universe was divided among the three brothers. Zeus was declared king of the gods and god of heaven and earth. Poseidon became god of the sea, and Hades, god of the underworld. The Cyclops built the victors a palace on Mount Olympus with 12 golden thrones inside. For Zeus shared his powers with his brothers, his sisters, 6 of his children, and Aphrodite, the goddess of love. There, the great Olympians lived forever. Greek mythology is so cool. Remember that since we will be reading about ancient Greek times for the next few weeks, we will be faced with challenging vocabulary that represents the culture and the time period. We will need to use context clues and the accompanying illustrations to make sense of unfamiliar language. I am really excited to learn more about Greek myths and the gods and goddesses now that we have learned the background story.